Hi guys, it's me, Haru again. Welcome to Mental Monday. And I just want to start off with a great big thank you because I went on my Facebook page yesterday and I've reached over 100 likes and I never thought I would get that far. So yeah, I want to thank you all. Start that off on a good note. Thank you all, especially Tom, Kayla, Ellie, all my friends out there that have helped me get this started. I never thought I would get 100 likes. I said the same thing when I got to 50, but because it's true, I never did think I would get this far. But I think I'm on like 109, 110, something like that by the time I post this. So yeah, I was really happy to see that yesterday. It made my day. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep you guys up to date with all my cosplay work. So yeah, really happy. Thank you guys so much. Big hugs, as I posted on my page. Big hugs to all of you. Hugs. So yeah, my costume is pretty much finished. If you've watched my page, you'll know that. I'm tweaking the necklace a bit because it is a bit shorter than I thought it would be. But hopefully that should be able to be fixed. My dad's sort of helping me with that. I'm just too happy about those likes, if I'm honest. I don't actually. I've got completely blank. Yeah. What am I like? Oh yeah, I've had a new hairdo. I don't know. It's easy to me. It looks better than it did before. It's been shortened. I wanted it shorter, but this was fine for me. I can still pull it up for work. Just gotta have it done again before May, which I've already booked. So yeah, it'll either be the same as this or slightly shorter. Yeah, I do have to admit this length is easier to put in wigs, if I'm honest. So I'm quite glad I had that done. It reminds me, I haven't worn a wig on this video. I worn a hat, not a wig. Maybe next time. I'll try to remember to put one on next time. Okay? You guys can hold me to that, okay? Write a comment in the script, write a comment saying remember a wig, and then I'll work out which one I want to wear. It might be C2, it might be another one. I'm not sure yet. That was the pink one. Any particular one? Yeah, it's been a. Obviously, this is the last day of my week off, which I have thoroughly enjoyed. I've managed to get everything up to date. I mean, I've sorted the bits and pieces out for Tom's eye patch. I've painted his little gems, so they've come out rather nicely. So I'm just gonna obviously do some stuff around the house first and clean my room. It seems to have got into a state again. This is what happens every time I do stuff on cosplay. My room just ends up with a tip. I still got the ironing board in my room. My mum's bugging me about it. She's like, "Oh, I want the ironing board," and I'm like, "Okay, you have it down this week." So I need to sort my room out today at some point because I have a new table. Courtesy of my dad. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've got bits and bobs for my suitcase. I've got vacuum packs. Well, sort of vacuum packs. So hopefully I'll have a little bit more room in my suitcase. Because if you watched the last one, I said that my suitcase was practically full already, and that was only with one costume. How was I going to fit 2 costumes and casual clothes in there, as well as everything that I'm planning to buy? So hopefully they should work, I might try one out later. I do realise that last week I said I would possibly wash my wigs. I never got a chance to. I'm sorry. Ugh. I'm gonna have to watch C2s at some point, so I will try and either take pictures or film it. Not all of it, obviously, because my hands will be soaked, but I will try my best when I do that to remember to do it. See how that goes. But yeah, obviously during my week off I was obviously working on my costumes. Got them mostly done, got bits and pieces that were needed to finish them off. Spent the day with my friends, and during that we got more stuff for holiday. We managed to find me some stuff to make a costume for Unikitty, is it? Yeah, Unikitty from the Lego movie. We watched it and I was like, oh my god, I want to be her. And my friend is going to be the wizard guy. Kayla's going to be the wizard guy at some point, hopefully. Can't remember his name, but we just call him Gandalf. We have since we saw it. We were just like, oh my god, you got to be Gandalf. And she was like, yeah, okay. So yeah, I've got yellow shoes, but as well as that, I got a little charm, like key ring. Hold on. Let's see if I can get it. Whoop. Look. This is who I'm making a costume of. I don't know what to do. There we go. She's so cute. Look. Her little head lights up. So yeah, this is who I'm hopefully making a costume of. At some point. It's probably going to be for like... Sorry, I'm messing around with it. It's probably going to be for like casual meetups. I don't think I'll wear it to an expo, but again, it's just going to be casual clothes and a unicorn horn and some ears. So yeah, I got the shoes. I got some leggings I could use. I've found a horn online that I could buy for it. It's just a case of putting it all together, really. Yeah. I've been debating with myself for several weeks, saying, do I buy a school uniform from Kokios or make it, or do I just go with the original plan of just wearing shirt and shorts as C2 with cheese? Tom recommended just going for the cheaper option, but considering he's going to be zero, I feel like I'm not really making much effort, if you guys understand that. So again, I can't remember how long we've got till May now. It's like, what, 2 months? I could probably do that. I get the fabric, but if I thought about this beforehand, I could have. I could have done it. But I don't want to buy it and have it not turn up in time. Or make it and it come out completely rubbish. Or not get finished on time. So I think I'm probably even going to find something, or I'm just going to have to go along with the shirt. So, the idea of Friday was just to literally go around the stores and do most of our shopping. So, hence why I was only going to do a simple costume rather than Empress C2. Because I'm really worried that someone's going to stand on my tails. And that's not including me, because I know I'm already going to stand on them anyway. But yeah, we're probably end up still walking around the stores if I'm honest. So I just have to hold everything up so then it's not touching the floor. I mean, that one that I've just made touches the floor, but that much on the cape. I wanted it to be a little bit longer, but then I thought, nah, it'll probably get broken. And I'm still on debates with that with Elsa, because obviously her cloak is really long. I've seen a lot of people make their cloaks rather long, but I would either have to carry it around or not walk around big crowds. Because the first expo I went to last year, I obviously did Masamune and he had 6 swords. So they were like here on my sides, pointing out like that, some way, that way, and it at one point I felt the swords bend backwards, like towards me, and I was like, oh god, I've broken them. But luckily they weren't. They sprung back into place. They were only plastic, luckily. These little toy ones that you get from fancy dress shops. Because I didn't know what the rules of weapons was, and I didn't really want to carry heavy ones around, if you know what I mean. So I only had plastic ones. So that kind of made me rethink big costumes, because it's very crowded wherever you go. It is crowded, I will admit that. But obviously in October they made it bigger, so I don't overly know what it's going to be like. Kayla says it's okay, it's still semi-crowded in some places, but it's you can see more of the stall rather than struggling around people. Which, if you have claustrophobia, is never a good idea. Which, I don't have claustrophobia, I have a thing where people follow me and stand close to me, like, say, work for example. I work in a supermarket, so I'm reducing stuff, and then you hear these people that come right next to you like this, and you're like, I don't like it when people stand that close to me. Like, I've said it to my friends several times when they follow me around the shop. I'm like, you don't have to follow me. You can go and look at whatever you want. You don't have to stick with me. Unless I'm walking around with someone, then I don't overly mind it. No. If I'm walking around with someone, I don't mind it. But if I have a group of people following me, I don't overly like it. Like, I'll happily mingle with a group, don't get me wrong. It's just that case of too many people around me. So yeah, some of you are probably like, yeah, that is claustrophobia, but I'm like, I don't think it is. I don't know. A few people feel the same at work, so I don't know. It's probably just a human instinct. But yeah, I'm getting more excited about May. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting rather excited. 2 more months. Well, no, less than 2 months. Oh my god. Oh. Just imagine what I'll be like when April's over. I'll be like, oh my god, I'm not ready. But hopefully I will be. Hopefully. I'm more ready now than I was last week, if I'm honest. So I'm not overly worried. Like I said, we've got 2 months. I'm not making a completely difficult costume. So if we weren't doing this costume on, if we weren't doing Julius and C2 on the Sunday, I would have been ready months ago. And I probably would have been ready for October by now, because Elsa would have been done. Well, she would have either been done or semi-finished. So, yeah, that's my next challenge. Once May is over, I have to start on Elsa. Luckily enough, I got the costume for Usagi finished. I just need to work on the ears and the tail and the cuffs. I still need to work on those. Yeah, I'm still playing with those, sorry. Yeah, that shouldn't take too long. I've rethought how to make the cuffs to make it a lot easier. So that shouldn't take too long. Yeah, I found several tutorials online where you can make the ears underneath, so like they'd be on my head and then the wig and then the ears sticking out, because a lot of people go around with the wig and then a headband, which I don't know, if that's what you want to do, then that's fine. I might end up doing that anyway, if I'm honest. But I don't know, I don't really like it. I want to challenge myself, so yeah, I'm gonna try and use this tutorial that I found to help make them. It looks pretty straightforward, so it shouldn't be too difficult, she says. I'll probably end up with my dad making it again, if I'm honest, but he's really helpful when it comes to the technical sort of making stuff. Like, he helped me make a sword a few years ago for textiles when I was in school, which we seem to have lost. He was like, "Oh, you could have used that sword that we made years ago if you hadn't lost it." This is the conversation the other day, and I'm like, "Yeah, apart from I wouldn't have been able to take it because it's pure wood and it's pretty lumpy because it was Cloud's Buster sword." So yeah, I don't think I would have been able to take that. It probably would have been taken off of me by the time I even got there. Plus the fact I couldn't have carried it around anyway because it's too heavy. But no, yeah, I'm challenging myself with these cosplays because obviously this year I'm making Elsa, which I am seeing as a challenge anyway, because that means I've got to style the wig, I've got to make the costume, and I'm challenging myself already by making costumes. Because I said the other day that was my first one, but then I realised no, it's not, because I made Usagi's costume as well, right from scratch. So I'm pretty proud with the fact that I've managed to make two costumes in 1 year. Two costumes in 1 year from scratch, which I'm pretty proud of. And then there's going to be a third one for October as well. So I see that as a huge challenge, and I'm pretty proud of the fact that I've done it. I mean, what was it Tom said the other day? He said something along the lines of, "Your skills are impressing me more and more," and I'm like, hearing someone else say that makes me feel so much better. And obviously, a lot of you feel the same. A lot of you feel the same because so many of you have liked my page, and I love you all for it so much. Like, again, I can't thank you all enough. So it makes me feel really nice and happy inside knowing I could do this. I mean, I failed textiles a few years ago. I mean, yeah, granted that was because of written and the book, but I look at the stuff I'm making now. I mean, the designs I'm doing now for all these characters are so much more thorough than I ever did. The costumes are more complicated than what I made. So yeah, I'm really happy with how I'm making all this stuff and going along. So yeah, my cosplay is a challenge for me. I see it. I mean, a lot of cosplayers probably see it as a challenge if they're making their own. Like, at some point, I want to make armor out of warbler or something. That would probably be another challenge. And then making fursuit, that's another challenge I'd happily take on. I mean, I've made a tail, I've made some ears. I just need to work on the whole body and the head, maybe. Or just head. feet and hands. I don't know. But yeah, I look up to all the fursuit people. They are my inspiration. I'm not gonna lie. Heck, all cosplayers are my inspiration. I love everything that you guys make. If you make your own costumes, whether you make it or not, you're a cosplayer at the end of the day. Because obviously this year I thought I set challenges. Next year I make it even more. Because I'm planning on making. Who was I planning on making? I'm planning on doing Julius and Suzaku. Hopefully next year at some point. I'm gonna need a super big suitcase for that. But then Kayla's come up with pairs for us. From the Kantai collection? I probably said that completely wrong. Sorry if I have. But we've come up with a duo for that, which I'm quite excited for. I'm not going to make all of the weapons. Or, not weapons, it's like engines sort of stuff, because they're... She's like, oh, there's ships. And I'm like, sorry? They're people that represent ships. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, yeah, I'll make the headpiece, but I'm not too sure about the side engines, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to that one. We keep talking about that every time we meet up. But yeah, I'm definitely planning on... My big challenge for next year, I think, is going to be Julius. Because, like, his under outfit looks skin tight. So I was thinking, like, a jumpsuit. Like, you know, those body suits that you can buy from fancy dress shops. I was like, oh yeah, that'll work. I'll just paint the pattern on it. To then have Tom turn around and say, yeah, practicality is probably not going to work. I'm like, oh yeah. So I'll have, if I find one for an affordable price, I'll have to look at that and see how well it works. And then on top of that, you got jacket, where he's got a massive collar, it's like a hood thing that stands up. And then he's got a cape on top. It's a lot of layers, not gonna lie. But I'm planning on making that. So, and then I've got Suzaku, like the night version. So obviously he's got top, jacket, trousers, cape. I'm going all cape out next year, okay? Well, mostly. But those two I'm going cape out. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. I kind of look forward to that. It's going to be a mess in this place. I'm probably going to have to get rid of some stuff by the time I start making them. Get a smaller bed. But no, I'm really happy with how I'm going. Yeah. I really can't wait for it now. I can't wait for May. My friend kind of is like counting down all the time. She's like going by weeks. I think it's like, got what, like 4, I think we got like 7 or 8 weeks. And I'm like, oh my god, it's getting closer and closer. Because I swear, like, last time I met her, she was like, oh, 16 weeks till May. And I'm like, sorry? 16 weeks till Expo. And I'm like, okay. That was when I started panicking. Because then that was when Tom Kim was like, he was like, no, sorry. I'm going to rephrase that. That was when I came across the Julius cosplay. And Tom was going to buy that. So then I thought, I'll do C2. Because then I'm technically the same character. I won't need to worry about that. And hopefully she would be recognised. But then she's going to get recognised by the bright green hair anyway. So, I don't know. Hopefully people will recognise us. Especially if they're in the Kogios fandom. So, yeah. I got a lot of ideas in here for photos. I'm not gonna lie. I've already spoken to him about it and he's like, oh yeah, sure. Hence why I put the logo on the back of my costume. because I said to him, we don't know whether it has one or not. And then I thought, well, Suzaku and Julius both have patterns on their capes, so why can't C2? So I thought I'll draw the Gios logo on it. And it came out pretty well. I am pretty pleased with how that came out. I just need to work out how I'm going to transport it. Like, Ellie's like, oh, you can carry it in one of those, like, clothes carriers, those carrier things. And I'm like, yeah, but then it's carrying it through the tube and everything. Bit of the pain. But it would probably go in my suitcase. I just might not vacuum pack it, because I don't want to crinkle up the logo. I haven't ironed it yet, so I don't know what would happen. I've got to very carefully iron that. I really don't want to ruin it and do it again. That would devastate me. I mean, I already mucked up on it once, because I was painting and I had the paint on the fabric, and then the cat distracted me, so I had to move the table around, and I noticed that there were 2 spots of gold on the white fabric that weren't supposed to be there, and that just annoyed and devastated me at the same time. I was just like, why? Really? I'm like more than halfway through, and now I muck up. But luckily enough, I managed to save it, so it's not too obvious. Yeah, it's a lot longer this time than it was last time. So yeah, I've made some cool friends on Tumblr. I was up till like, what time was it last night? Probably like 3:30 or something last night, role playing with them. I fell asleep on them, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoy that. It's nice to make friends that are in the same fandom as you, because then they know what you're talking about, you know what they're talking about, you can have a bit of fun with it. So yeah, I mean, me and Tom wind each other up because of it. Well, sorry, more I wind him up when I get a chance. I thoroughly enjoy it. So yeah, I managed to get someone at work into it. He's enjoying it by the sound of it. So yay, working. I'm still playing around with this. It's not gonna light up now. There we go. But yeah, yeah. Other than that, everything here is going good. That's what I can probably say. So yeah, I'm, as I've already said, very grateful to everyone that has liked my page. I still need to do a thank you photo. I just need to work out what to wear. I might wear Empress. I'm not sure yet. I'm trying to think, because I need a complete costume, and I think that one's probably the only one that's complete. We'll sort that out later. I gotta post that eventually, but I have to do it. I'll do it this week at some point. I mean, yeah, I'm back to work, but it's evening shifts. Not too bad. Yeah, I think that's all I can come up with today. Not too mental. It was more of a gratitude video. I'm not gonna lie, but it's just a case of working out what to talk about. Because I want to keep it semi-related to cosplay and anime and stuff. So, I haven't actually talked about anime in a long time. I'm gonna have to do that at some point. That'll probably be shortly after May. Because everything in my head is just about about Kogios or cosplay right now. I'm not gonna lie, it is. So sorry, I keep looking over there because I got a figure of Emperor Lelouch and he's just like pointing at me. It's rude, but no. Catches my eyes like every 5 seconds. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this up now because I'm already over 30 minutes. Sorry guys, sitting in front of your laptops or whatever for half an hour just watching me. I'm sorry. But yeah, again, thank you so much for all your likes, comments, and such on my page. For comments on these videos, on my pages, Tumblr, whatever. I want to thank all of you, especially my close friends, especially, oh, everyone, really. I want to equally thank everyone. So, because without you guys, I wouldn't be where I am now. I mean, when I started the page, I was so, like, I felt I wasn't going to get anywhere, but now I'm at 100 likes. Pages are sharing my work, my page, and it's really good. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, I'm gonna end this now because it's just dragging on. I'm gonna go on a complete rant and repeat myself several times. So again, guys, thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Alright? Bye for now, guys. Bye!